Hi, I'm Ebudage Peace Mercy, and you're welcome to the start of a very new and interesting series on entrepreneur and business visas or business routes. And we'll be going through or looking at the different things that the business route entails. This is to immigrants or entrepreneurs, entrepreneurs who are obviously going to be immigrants in different parts of the world or different countries that they are moving to. So, on today's topic, we'll be looking at what makes a business idea innovative. This is very important to persons who are going to be applying for, who are looking at applying for the innovator founder routes to, let's say, countries like the UK, US, and Canada. Of course, it's no news that there are a lot of perks that comes with starting up an innovative business idea in these countries. So let's go together on this journey. Okay, so in this topic or into this topic, we'll be looking at what makes a business idea innovative. And one thing that we've noticed, myself and my team, when going through business plans for potential entrepreneurs who are looking at, exploring different entrepreneurial routes in different countries, we've noticed a common thing that it's actually not a so or a not so good assumption, which is if the business or if your business plan has to do with an app, if your idea has to do with an app or it has an app solution, then it's innovative enough. That's I want to use the word very wrong, but that could actually be concluded, or that can be concluded to be a very wrong assumption. The fact that it's an app does not make it an innovative idea, because there are a lot of things that are so important when you're looking at submitting your either your pitch deck for first introductions or your business plan to endorsing bodies, depending on the country, of course, that you want to take this idea to. So there are a few things that we look out for, but today we'll be dwelling on two very important things, and we'll be starting with one: if your idea has been implemented by someone else before, that's in that particular country, the country you're looking at going to. So if your idea has been implemented by someone else before, now this is very important because for innovator founder route, your whatever business you're bringing in or whatever business idea it is that you're bringing in into the country submitting to the endorsing bodies, it's important that it's something that is not in the market before. What is it that has not been implemented before? I mean, when we look at our daily activities as humans, of course, whatever thing that has to be innovative or whatever thing I'm going to be innovative about has to do with what our daily human needs are. So when we look at our daily human needs in different industries are, we're like how the market or the entire market or the entire industries has been saturated already. There's just nothing that I want to bring in that's going to be new. So when we say something has this idea been implemented before, it means that you have to be very careful that that thing you sat in your room and just came to you, and it was like a light bulb inspiration to go get this thing done. You have to be able to do market analysis to be sure that this particular thing you want to bring into the market is not already existing in the market. So that would mean that you should not have an already existing competitor that's going to be doing the same thing you want to do. So how can we bring out something innovative if you have competitors who or persons you consider competitors probably after your market research and analysis and all that? How can you bring out something innovative from what has already been done? So what you would want to look at is how can I, do something significantly different this time in a particular system that's already existing. So you would not be in the wrong if you're not running to the other ditch or the other extreme ditch of thinking if you already have, let's say you had a light bulb idea and then you carried out your research, your market research, and you realize that this thing is already in existence. Another thing you should be looking at is what differentials can I bring into how this thing is done. So let's say you're looking at systems that have been existing for quite a while, and systems in terms like systems that have been in place existing for quite a while in, let's even use transportation in terms of how people commute. um, Perhaps either let's use the train system now. So it depends on the country in terms of how people commute, how the tickets are being bought, how the check-ins are being made, and all that. And you already have that, or that is already existing. It would be considered innovative if you're coming up with a better way that something around the transport or the train transporting system can be done that would, one, save time, and of course reduce the number of manpower, that is the number of humans that should be rendering that particular service or a particular service around the train system at the time. And this can be considered innovative because, of course, you're looking at what the future of other developed countries are going into, um, looking at drastically reduce, the number of manpower in how processes are being made, which of course is to help make processes get faster or become faster for different things, or just different things and different needs or of our everyday lives as human. So the next point, this is actually a very big free tip we're giving out at the moment, because we use this as a tester for business ideas and business plans that we get during consultation sessions. But one thing that has been very helpful, we've seen that been very helpful with clients that have gotten endorsements through assistance. One thing is to look at the trajectory of that particular country in the industry you want to bring up innovative ideas in. So what do I mean by that? It's very obvious, or it should be very obvious, that every country, or less every country in the world is not growing at the same pace in terms of technology. um, yeah, some countries are way more advanced than others in terms of technology. And if you look through the market indices for that particular industry, you would be able to tell where these countries innovation or this country's technology is looking at going into in some few years to come. So it's more like you're working now with foresight. Foresight in the sense that from listening to industry experts in that particular country, you'd be able to tell where they want to be in another, or they want where they want to be at in another, say, 5, 10 years. So if you're bringing out innovative ideas that is going in line with that industry's forecast, or where they want to be at in some few years to come, what you're just doing is you're actually putting your very best foot first, because that would mean that you are intentionally looking at solving problems that are actual problems, because the problems that may look like problems to you in your community or in your country may not be problems in another country or in a bigger country. So that would mean that you would have to intentionally have a mind shift for yourself to, be able to get into these countries' advanced problems in that sense. So if you're coming from, let's say, a third world country, you would have to intentionally want to educate yourself in terms of the technological advancements that have been made by industries or industry experts in the country you're going to. So let's say, for instance, you want to get into, what industry do I use now? Okay, let's say you want to get into the real estate industry, and you're looking at innovative ideas that you could come up with in the real estate industry. You would be doing a very wise thing to, of course, when carrying out your market research, listen to industry experts within the real estate industry in that particular country. So you'll be able to listen. When you listen to them, you're able to know the kind of problems that they are currently facing. You'll be able to know. In fact, for myself personally, I say this to other members of the team, that this is something that is actually very important when we have to guide people through in terms of how viable their ideas are. We start from the extreme, like looking at it from this angle. Is this thing a problem that the industry would find very, very valuable, or is this problem something that the industry would find a solution very valuable? If yes is the answer, all other things, all other dots can be easily put together, because don't forget that the purpose for this particular visa category is to have persons with innovative ideas that would, bring in, of course, those innovative ideas as solutions in those countries, and of course, as also a means of building big businesses, and businesses that would later become unicorns in these countries and all that. So you have to have the purpose of this particular visa category, at the back of your mind. So that would actually guide you to know the things that you are to look out for. So you can use this particular indices as, or this particular, should I call it a tool, as something that can be a lamp or a guiding light for you when looking at what are the things that you can come up with to pass off as being innovative. Now this this second, let me use the word, guiding lights, can be used by both persons who already have light bulb ideas in their bathrooms, their bedrooms, or persons who just want to sit down and think through on solutions. So if you are someone who just wants to sit down and think through on solutions that can be brought up as innovative ideas, then you would want to, use the matrix of the second point I put out, which is looking at the future projections for that particular industry in that particular country. Because what you're then doing is you're listening to what the market problems are, then you're checking or you're looking out for the solutions that are available already, and then you're looking out for things that you can do, or things that ideas that you can bring in to already existing systems that would help sort this particular issue, or this particular issue over time. So yeah, you're putting your best foot forward if you get on to do this. Okay, so as a bonus, as we round up, um, one thing you should also ask yourself is, when you pick up your pitch deck or your business plan, one thing you should also ask yourself is this solution actually relevant? It's that's a very interesting and very valid question. If the solution you're trying to implement through your innovative idea is actually relevant. Some solutions are not actually solutions, they are just um, I would say they are things that add a lot of, they add more processes, or they add more, we don't need more apps in our lives. I think we have a lot of apps as humans. So imagine, um, now this is a joke though, but imagine bringing up an app that feeds me as a person. Say, oh, I have this app. This app is going to feed you when you're ready to eat in the morning. I'm not talking about a meal planner now. That's quite different. I'm just trying to bring up something ridiculous. So imagine saying, "Oh, this app is going to feed you morning, afternoon, night," and I'm creating the app together with a robot that is going to, feed you. Well, that could be useful if you're taking it to physically challenged individuals, that you're taking it to homes or hospitals where they are physically challenged individuals and all that. But then, of course, that's the world of science. We'll have a lot of arguments to that. That's not what we're talking about for today. So you want to find out if it's, if it's relevant. I mean, I'm human. Why would I need someone to feed me when there's nothing wrong with me? That just looks like a very unnecessary solution. So as beautiful as the thoughts, is inside your head, you should ask yourself the question if the solution is actually relevant. You should, ask yourself the question if the solution you're trying to provide is actually relevant. Is it relevant for our daily lives as humans? And yes, like I said, we don't need more apps. So as also another bonus point, your innovative idea doesn't have to be a software program. Your innovative idea can also be things around products. It's not just software programs, it can also be things around products. We've seen persons or people design things that has helped or is currently helping persons within the what's the name of this industry now? Pause. So we've seen persons design products for people who are involved in construction that has helped them, prioritize their health. That's under health and safety. Prioritize their health, and even made the processes of, them doing some things or them carrying out some tasks during construction easy. We've seen innovative products come up like that, even innovative products within the food industry. Let's say things are within the kitchen or within kitchen and all that. So the other downside with products would be you you'd be surprised that that product already exists somewhere in China. That's the downside with products, really, because it's easier for you to verify if apps already exist or software solutions already exist, because if so long as the software solution, it's going to be online, and if it's going to be online, you definitely have softwares, or you definitely have platforms where you can fact check those data in terms of if something like this already exists. But when it comes to products, you cannot really be 100% sure that this product does not actually exist somewhere in China. So what I usually say when it comes to product is you're actually left to faith, and to faith in the sense that your the endorsing body you're submitting to has not seen something like that before. That is what you're left like. That's what your prayer should be. They've not seen something like that before. Of course, you've checked, and perhaps it does not really exist in that particular or the country you're taking your innovative idea to. So you now have to be you're left to faith. Oh, I just hope this person's or this endorsing body has not seen anything like this before. Yeah, so I hope you got some value from this video. We'll have more of these topics around entrepreneurial visas and entrepreneurship as an immigrant in developed countries coming up. uh, well, I won't be able to say the frequency or as to how we would have them on our page, but you just stay glued to the page. And of course, you found this helpful, give us a like and share and subscribe. That um, gives us the intuition that you want to see more of these videos, and of course it helps the algorithm push it to other persons who would find the video useful as well. Thank you.